So here we are, long overdue recap. I think it's been 3 or 4 years since my last video. A lot to update you on, so here we go. Come join me. 3 to 4 years since the last video. For any of you who have been following the journey elsewhere on Instagram, as you can see, lots of progress has been made with my physical ability since the surgery. So since having 75% of the right side of my pelvis removed, replaced with a bespoke titanium implant, I'm doing pretty good physically. Tumour wise, there's been a reoccurrence next to the metal work, which has been growing steadily over the past 2 to 3 years. As of late, that's actually been causing me some pain, discomfort, disrupting my routines, particularly sleep. And we all know if we aren't sleeping well, it has a knock-on effect. So I'm trying to manage that the best I can. I think I'm doing pretty well with that, but it is definitely a spanner in the works. Lung nodules are stable at the minute, which is great. Our main focus at the minute is the tumour in the pelvis. It's in the area where a baby would grow. At the minute, it's the size of about slightly bigger than a cricket ball. Reason why it's causing me discomfort is it's pressing on one of the joints in my pelvis at night time especially, but also the neurovascular bundle, which basically means the nerves, the arteries are wrapped and entwined with it, which is very likely causing some discomfort. I get a little bit of swelling in the right side of the leg. The more mobile I am, that's manageable. So what's been happening other than what I've just mentioned? Challenge-wise, since posting on YouTube, I've attempted a challenge which is called Apex, the equivalent height of Mount Everest in 48 hours. So that's 9 laps of a mountain in the Lake District called Helvellyn. I managed 5 out of 9 both times, which is the equivalent to Mont Blanc. So to say I couldn't take one step 4 years ago now, I'm pretty happy with the effort. Am I happy with the outcome? If I'm brutally honest, no. If I set out to do something, I want to complete it. And I've done it twice now. And at the moment, if I'm honest, physically, I just don't know if I'm able. But the height of Mont Blanc in less than 48 hours, after I was saying that I was unable to walk, or I might be able to walk with a stick, but not attempt Everest, pretty good effort. Current challenge, which is looming, which is around the corner, 46 days to be precise, I'm going to be walking 75 kilometers in under 24 hours. An ultra challenge in the Peak District, starting at Bakewell and doing a loop round there. This is in aid of sarcoma. So what I'm trying to do is raise awareness to what is possible after life-changing surgeries, health challenges, physical pain, emotional pain, and also raise some money for a charity that would be heavily involved in the care that I've received over the past 13 years. Even though my tumour wasn't or isn't a sarcoma, it's a chondroblastoma, which is a benign bone tumour, extremely rare, but it is acted in a quite aggressive and malignant way, hence the multiple reoccurrences, the spread to the lungs, and now the spread next to where it was previously. So it's a charity that I want to give back to, and like I say, just create hope, inspiration to what is possible when you have been at rock bottom multiple times. That it is never too late to rebuild yourself. It might be a slow process, it might take time, but with patience, faith, and with a good team of people around you, you can change. And change is scary at the best of times. Normal change is a scary place to be, in that space of uncertainty. I've been in that space of uncertainty now for 13 years, and I'm constantly learning, as are we all. But when you are in a situation like mine, or if you're suffering from a chronic health issue, you are in that space more and more. And the more you get comfortable in a space, the more you then create tools to help you navigate that space with a bit more efficiency, a bit more effectively. And when we're in that space of uncertainty, what I like to ask myself, or reframe my perspective and my mindset, is rather than this why is this happening to me? What can I learn from this? It's happening to me regardless of what I think, but asking that question reframes it. What is this situation in this moment teaching me in the exact moment, or what will it teach me as the circumstance unfolds? And that's a question you can keep asking yourself. It's not static. And that's really helped me. And to have anchor points when everything around you, so any of you that are suffering chronic health conditions, it doesn't have to be a rare bone tumour, it can be something like type 1 diabetes, which I have, other autoimmune problems or other cancers or other health issues that are there all the time. Life can get overwhelming. We can have bouts of stress, anxiety, depression. So what I've found that during periods of ease, when things are going well, I do lots of practices that anchor me in the moment, that ground you. And when you practice them when things are going easy, so when chaos pops its head, which it does for all of us, we can fall back on that. And that's been extremely important, because when you're in those stressful environments and you're in those stressful situations, it's so easy for it to spiral. Getting a bit sweaty here. It's the one day of summer in the UK. You start to spiral. So those anchor points just bring you into the present moment, help you see clearly. And that moves me onto the next, about clarity. Sometimes it's extremely difficult to see clearly, to see with clarity. Clarity comes through taking action, and that can be a small step physically. It can be taking a moment to anchor yourself, journal, breath work, reflect, talk to someone. With that one step of action, clarity then starts to reveal itself. More often than not, me included, you expect clarity just to appear out of nowhere. It always comes when you take action. Small steps make a huge difference. You don't get to the mountaintop without the grueling journey. And it's the journey where we learn more about ourselves, what we need to work on, what we're good at doing. So we need to remember in these times that it's not all doom and gloom, it's not all negative. We are gifted with certain strengths and we have certain weaknesses. We have to celebrate the strengths and work on the weaknesses, and that's life. Life isn't easy, unfortunately. I think we all know that. I think we've all had issues and problems that let us know that life isn't easy, but it's through adversity and it's through challenge where we learn about ourselves, where we evolve into the person that we're meant to be and become a better version of ourselves, for ourselves, our loved ones. And that moves me on to loved ones. Since my last video, I now have a son who's around 2 years old. So everything I'm doing now is to inspire him, to show him that anything is possible after challenge. It doesn't mean it's easy, but it's possible. And the mantra that I'm living is that limitations are the ones we put on ourselves, and mindset is everything. And I want to leave a blueprint that he can reflect back on if I'm not here. God willing, I will be for many years to come. But if not, I want him to be able to look back at videos like this, podcasts that I do, or any documentaries or series that I'm lucky enough to do, and he can go, that was my dad. He had a tough time, but he still managed to show up for himself, for anyone he came in contact with, and was the best version of himself. So a shortish recap. I hope you stuck around to the end. If you did, please comment. It'd be great to hear from some of the followers. Please do like and share and subscribe if you have found this helpful. And I look forward to talking to you guys more often. I'll see you soon.